It's not a tent, it's a shelter. Welcome to the iDome. About the iDome shelter. Well, I finally got one. Here it is mounted on my American Adventure Lab sleeper keeper mounts that are mounted on my extrusion overland bed rack. The sleeper keepers work really well for this. They're designed for the gazelle tents for overlanding, but the iDome fits perfectly. And with these roller cam buckles, they cinch down real tight. Now, the camp cover part of the shelter will need to go in the bed of the truck or in the back seat. That's the bulkiest part. This is my second time to set it up, and it took a little bit longer because I was by myself. The first time I had help. Overall, it took about 5 to 7 minutes to set up the frame, and probably another 10 to 15 to set up the actual camp cover. Alright, so this is the iDome shelter. That's the rainfly. I don't have it on right now. You can see the moon up there through the bug netting. I'm hanging out. Just got one hammock in here. There's tons of room. This thing is pretty epic. It is big and bulky and maybe a little bit more intensive to set up. Not really. I mean, I've messed around with tents where the poles were real finicky and everything, but this is pretty easy to do by myself. The hardest part to do by yourself, honestly, is the frame, getting it set up, and I'll probably get that nailed in time. But yeah, really happy with this system. All right, so for the people wondering about the iDome and the hammock setup, I know whenever I was researching it, I was curious too how the different size hammocks would fit. This is just a no-name Amazon hammock, probably 9 feet, and it's on the highest tie-out point. And let's see if you can see how much lower or higher that one is. And this is an 11-foot dream hammock, camping hammock with the standard closed loops, and it's on the highest as well. This one is much lower. Like whenever I'm in it, this one I'm a foot off the ground, this one I'm less than a hand off the ground. So both work. Like I can get in this one right now. And like, I'm staring at the bottom of that one. And let's see. You can see. Oh, sorry. I don't know if that shows how high. Not very high off the ground in this one. So that's the difference in hammocks. If you want to use an 11-foot, you can. What I would recommend doing, get up out of it, which, you know, close to the ground is somewhat of a challenge to get out. Either run your carabiner straight through the sewn end, or you can wrap your am steel around the carabiner several times and shorten it up to here. And if you do that, it works much better. 9-foot hammock, I can sleep fine in a 9-foot hammock. I don't have too many issues with calf ridge or anything that people say that they have, but I'm not too picky or finicky about it. So that's one question that I know a lot of you had, so I wanted to make sure and address that. This is 2 hammocks though. You can see how much room is in here. I mean, just for purposes, I'm 6'2", and I've got plenty of headroom, and I'm a big guy, and it supports me no problem. And the really good thing is, it also, the only movement you have when there are 2 people, it is from sharing the one tie out point. So other than that, you don't have movement or shifting with the frame. Frame's pretty rigid. One other thing I'll address, because I was curious about it, I bought this off of Ripstop by the Roll, I think, or no, Hammock Gear. I bought this from Hammock Gear because they were the only ones that sold it in like one continuous length, and I got 26 feet, and going from one side of the door through all the tie out points to the other side of the door, it's perfect. So 26 feet is the magic number. This light, this string light, is something I picked up at Academy, and yeah, it says 18 feet, and you can see it goes from there to right over there. So you still have one panel that's not long enough for. So yeah, those are the questions I had. Overall, very, very happy with this, and I would say definitely get one. So if you notice, I've got this. I'm gonna cut this up because one of the things that I'm not sure about is, over time, this in the corners supporting weight causing excess wear. So I want to pad it with this. All right, and then just to show this as well, this is a Hammock Roo camping hammock that has been slightly modified. It's got a ridge line on it, and am steel for the attachment points, continuous loops or whatever. But this one sits almost as high as this one. So again, this one, you're not that close to the ground with the Hammock Roo. So, and an adjustable ridge line is encouraged, because you're not going to get the same lay you would in these as you might with setting up between trees, because you do have this fixed length from point to point. I'm not going to measure it, but I believe that it's 11 feet. You can do your own research on that. I hope this video answers some questions for you guys considering the iDome. For me, the ability to have a hammock inside a shelter is a no-brainer.